What is Project Mercury? What is it that OpenAI is working on here?
Oh, good question, Ed. According to our reporting, reporters in Dubai spoke to sources at OpenAI, got their hands on some document, and this so-called Project Mercury is effectively OpenAI hiring ex-investment bankers as contractors, people who can help with the modeling task, who can help the AI with training it on how to write prompts, how to execute models, and how to make sure that they could get into a position where they can do some of the tasks that are currently performed by associates and analysts on live deals, such as financial modeling. Their work on PowerPoint presentations and Excel is something that takes up most of the work hours for a lot of these junior bankers. It's a lot of repetitive tasks, it's a lot of simple tasks, and there is very little strategic work there, and perhaps not even a whole lot of analytical work there. So if you could use technology to replace some of that, the hope is that you could free up some of these junior bankers to do some of the bigger picture stuff. So it will need an evolution of their skill set, but also could put them into better use that would not leave them jaded early in their career.
Sri, I know the team over at Liquidity are probably watching the show right now, worried about their audience as well. This is the origin of the please fix meme, right? This is investment bankers, junior analysts who spend 80 to 100 hours a week working in Excel on these types of tasks. You cover Wall Street inside and out. You know these people. Just to explain, earlier at the top of the show, I said grunt work. Go deep into the grunt work that OpenAI wants to displace with custom financial models.
I mean, you have to think about when you're working in a live deal, what really are the requirements? If you are dealing with a client, you want to come up with material, with presentations, whether it is suggesting potential transactions, coming up with valuation models, industry comps, looking at the overall landscape out there. That is effectively a lot of open source research that needs to be done. That is using a lot of your Excel skills and making sure that you can do the modeling, that is inputting numbers again and again, replacing numbers, putting in new estimates, and coming up with figures that could outline various scenarios for your clients. That is stuff that you could argue that technology can do, can replace you in doing that, and can do it better. And that's where the real promise here comes. But also remember, and this is something where you spoke about liquidity, but anyone who's followed the space for long knows that when you talk about junior banker workers, about those 80 to 100-hour work weeks, often that figure is magnified because bankers, once they finish their work, are waiting for hours on end, waiting for feedback from their managers, who then come back with immediate responses and fixes that you need to do. And there is a revision, and you follow that cycle repeatedly till your manager is satisfied. So perhaps what you also need is an AI solution that can take care of that manager, who will stop focusing on those very little small font level changes and allow you to focus on big picture stuff.